Welcome back to Doozy Talks with Susie, where we keep it real about fitness, nutrition, mindset, and how to live in sync with your body and your purpose. Today, I need to expose something that's been bothering me for years. We've been lied to about women's workouts. You've probably been told you need to do more cardio, eat less, and shrink yourself to lose weight. But what if I told you that following those rules is actually making fat loss harder and wrecking your hormones in the process? Let's get into the truth. Let's talk about what we've been taught. Weight loss equals eat less plus move more. Cardio is the best way to burn fat. Strength training will make you bulky. PMS and irregular cycles are just normal. Nope, that might work for some men, but not for most women, especially not women with hormone imbalances, thyroid issues, anxiety, or past trauma. I know this because I lived it. I followed the rules, I ran daily, I did high rep workouts, I cut my calories, and guess what? I felt worse. I looked inflamed, and I couldn't sleep. My mood was all over the place, and my cycle totally out of whack. Here's the truth. Women have a natural rhythm that changes from week to week, and our workouts should follow that rhythm. Our metabolism, cortisol, insulin sensitivity, and recovery needs will shift depending on where we are in our cycle. So let's see what that looks like. We've got week 1, which is the menstrual week, and we tend to be lower energy, right? So the best thing to do is to prioritize rest, go on walks, do gentle strength training, stretching, mobility work. On week 2, the follicular week, you're going to focus on strength. You got your energy back. So you can do strength training, heavier lifting. You're going to have more energy. So you could do things like a jog or a run. And then on week 3, that's your ovulation. You've got the peak strength. You can push hard. You can hit your PRs. It's awesome. HIIT training. You feel amazing. Then you got week 4, which is the luteal phase. And that's recovery. You're going to start feeling like you need to take it easy. Your body will start telling you this. You'll notice it if you pay attention to what your body's communicating. Go into recovery, light workouts, more protein, and a little more sleep are going to help your body as it recovers. You don't have to completely cut out workouts during that week, but do lighter workouts, do more stretching, more mobility work, and then just let that kind of lead into the menstrual week again, and then you'll notice, you'll feel it. Like for me, it's by day 3 or 4 of the first week. I'm back into, oh my goodness, I can start running a little bit. I can start doing strength training again. But here's the thing, training like a man 24/7 without syncing to your biology will lead to burnout, not positive results. You're going to burn out. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to feel awful. So if you're always bloated, tired, craving sugar, and gaining weight around your midsection, that's not laziness. That's very likely hormonal resistance. So let me explain what's happening here. Cortisol spikes from overtraining. You keep your body in fat storage mode. Estrogen dominance makes you puffy and emotional. Low progesterone triggers cravings, anxiety, and insomnia. And then thyroid suppression from undereating is going to slow your metabolism. And guess what else? Most women with these issues have nutrient deficiencies or detox gene mutations that make it even harder to recover from intense workouts. I discovered that I have gene mutations in MTHFR, COMT, and CBS that affect how I recover, detox, and respond to stress. And once I shifted my workouts to match my genetic blueprint and my cycle phase, everything changed. I'm going to get into that, but really quick. It is so important that you get your DNA tested, whatever DNA test you can get, because here's what it looks like. Your DNA is a blueprint or the owner's manual of how your body works. So if you open up that owner's manual and you read, oh, this does that, I need this nutrient, my body does this with insulin, my body does this with protein, my body responds well to this kind of exercise, you can read all of that in your own DNA. And so everybody needs to get their DNA tested, in my personal opinion, professional opinion. This is so important because here's what happened. When I got my genetic blueprint and my cycle in sync with each other, here's what started changing. I trained less, but I got leaner. I ate more, but I lost body fat. I slept better, my mood stabilized, my cycle regulated, and this isn't magic, it's biology. So if you're stuck in a cycle, there's a bug over here. Keeps flying around. I can't tell if it's a fly or a mosquito, and I don't like mosquitoes. So if you're stuck in a cycle of working out harder and seeing no results, here's where to begin. Start tracking your cycle. Identify the week you're in and adjust your workouts. Lift weights. Don't fear the strength training. It's good to be strong. Your body needs the muscle. Stop skipping carbs, especially post workout, and look into your genes, especially methylation, detox, and fitness response. And support your nervous system with things like magnesium, glycine, sleep. Stop punishing your body. That's last but not least. All right. Stop punishing your body. Start partnering with it. Listen, you weren't created to shrink. You were designed for strength, resilience, and purpose. So if something deep in you knows the way you've been told to get fit isn't working, it's time to listen. Subscribe for more DNA based fitness, hormone support, and real talk on how to thrive as a woman in your full power. I'm Susie, and this is Doozy Talks. I'll see you guys in the next video.